Welcome. Greetings to you all, love to you all. So, today I want to talk about toxic masculinity and the objectification of women. So, straight in. We as men have grown up in society which tells us that to show your emotions is to make you almost lesser of a man. To be emotional, like to cry. To cry. Who's brave enough to cry in front of another man? That takes bravery to show your soul, to show your vulnerability in front of another male. When we're grown as this like alpha status males, it's such an unhealthy trait, because what this leads to is a lot of oppressed and repressed emotions in us men, and what that leads to then is an unhealthy way of expressing emotions. We get emotional, we don't know how to express them. So it comes out in a very negative and toxic manner. I've experienced this myself, like so many times. So many times I've been in situations where I don't know how to express, and it comes out as just toxic energy, you know? Also, it's this thing with the objectification of women. This, for me, in the last recent years, maybe last 4 or 5 years, has become something really something that I think about a lot, and which was pressuring me at one point, because I've begun to not like the way other men would talk to me about women. There was a point where I got a job in a big factory full of men. Some of you may know where that is. And it's like 90% men, 80% men. But then there's 10 to 20% women, And the way the men would eyeball the women, and the way the men would talk to each other about the woman, it's like she was not a human being. She was just a piece of meat. Someone to sleep with, to have sex with, and just to use for her body. Now, there come a time when I had to tell these guys to stop talking about these women to me or around me like that, because it made me feel very uncomfortable. The more I become in touch with myself, my feminine side, my feminine attributes, my male attributes, and married them two together into a healthy balance, it became uneasy for me to sit in these situations. It became uneasy for me to see men mistreat women. So I put a stop to it in my life. I've been there. I've done it. Seriously, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I have been there. I've objectified women. I've cheated on girlfriends. I've had more than one, you know what I mean? It's like, in my teenage years, I was a bit terrible like that. But there comes a time when you have to grow up and realize what this is, So this is it. It's like, it doesn't help with society, because, we're taught that sex sells, yeah? Advertisers, billboards, half-naked women everywhere. The porn industry teaches kids that this is how to relate to a woman. It's clearly not the way, and most women don't want to be treated like they see in these videos. So they're doing a number on us men. The society, government, whoever it is, this industry is doing this thing to men that makes us not be able to function in a balanced manner. You have to have your feminine and your masculine in equal balance to become a balanced human being. If your masculine's up here, your feminine's down here, you deny the feminine, you're just masculine, you're going to be unhealthy and you're going to be toxic. Traits in your life are not going to work. This ties back to also into my first video about energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, when you have sexual contact with the opposite or same sex, whichever you choose, you have an energy exchange that goes on between you two, So what energy you're putting out to them, you're also getting energy back. So you have to be mindful of the people that you you give your energy to, and the energy which you take back from them. You know? So in a man and woman relationship, when a man enters a woman, there's energy in there left over from previous partners. You know, it's for a period of time. It's not forever. It's for a period of time. So and then you also take that energy into yourself, into your being, the energy of the woman. And if you go and sleep with another woman the next day, you're going to input that woman's energy into that woman and your energy, and it's going to be a more convoluted, mix-up mess. Again, energy affects everything we do. So it affects how we think, how we behave, how we interact, how we put out, how we feel about our emotional states and stuff. You know. So I think it's very sad when I see grown men still acting like boys. You know, this is what it is. As boys, we do these things. Oh, she's got the size of her breasts. Oh. We're boys. It's new to us. As men, we need to get away from these things and actually think of these women as the divine beings which they are. You know, to have a connection with the mother, we can only have a connection with Mother and Mother Earth and the Mother Earth energy. Truly like this is through the woman. You know, Mother Earth is female, it's feminine energy. For us to really get into that feminine energy and feel it, it's through the woman. It's the same with us. They get to this masculine through the man. So we have to be mindful of what we are doing out here. We have to be mindful of how we deal with these women, because these women will believe that this is how they're supposed to be dealt with, or this is what's real for them, and then they teach their daughters these things unconsciously, subconsciously. Their daughters get taught the same thing, and then the cycle perpetuates, and then we've just got unhealthy relationships going on. That's why people's relationships don't last these days, you know. They don't last. There's no longevity in relationships these days because most people, sorry, I can't say everybody, because I know a lot of people that are in relationships that have been in long relationships, but a lot of society these days are in broken relationships, broken marriages, toxic relationships. Doesn't work, you know. And there's a saying, if you keep doing the same thing you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. Yeah, I've been told this many times. So if you're looking for these men or these women that feel the same desire within you, then you're only going to get the same things you've got. It's never going to last. You have to transcend the desire and really connect with the being that is there. This way, you balance, man. Everything's balanced, girl. Man, girl, everything's balanced between us all. So, toxic masculines. These men that run around still being boys, still thinking that it's good to get notches on the bedpost and how many girls I can dominate, and you know, it's childish. Or let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Go into yourself and figure out why it is you're doing these things, why it is you feel necessary to do these things, because there's going to be issues within your being that's making you do this. You know, I've been fighting my own demons around these things for a few years now. It's something to work on. Like, I'll give you an example of this toxic masculinity. I worked in that same building, I sat next to a girl, and I started to talk to this girl. And as soon as the girl left, everyone was asking me, when are you going to see her? Are you sleeping with her? You've got a number. She's got a husband, you know. I'm like, bro, I'm talking to her at lunchtime. And then she would come to me next day and be like, you know what? You know how many men come to me and ask me, oh, what am I doing with him? And you've got a husband, and how are you? It's like, can we not just be interactive as human beings? You know, does every interaction mean we're trying to sleep with the other person? Not really. Not when you're in tune with yourself. Do you know what I mean? Not when you're in tune with yourself. It doesn't. These primal desires don't really pull like that. So, be healthy, masculine. Work your emotions. Be true to your emotional selves and your emotional states. Express it. Start small if you have to, but express it. Feel the energy you get when you release an emotional moment to somebody. Yeah, it's very powerful, very positive. And them that are not in relationships, get to know a human being before you sleep with them, before you have this intimate pardon me, internet contact with these people. Just spend a little bit more time in their energy. Work the energy bond first. Yeah? Let go of this having to conquer things in women. Women are more divine. They are divine. Women, know your power, know your worth. Do not give it away easily. Do not give away that power and that worth easily. You are sacred beings, as we are sacred beings as men. So, this is what I wanted to say today. I could get further and deeper into this, but I'm not trying to talk for like an hour. You know what I mean? No one really wants to watch an hour's worth of speaking. Or you might do. I don't know. Let me know. So this is a little view, my eyesight, my view into toxic masculinity, why we are this way, what society does to make us this way. Break out of them bondage, break out the chains of the bondage and the slavery that we have been indoctrinated with. As men, come on men, we gotta stand up. Men's circles. This is another thing. You don't know what men's circle is? Find out what a men's circle is. I'm going to start doing men's circles with other men where we gather in circle in a safe space to express ourselves as men. Yeah, there's power in this. Power in this. If you can find one near you, I really advise you go and do one. Go and sit in a circle with other men and release or make your own. Gather men you trust that have the same mentality. Get together. Women are doing it for themselves. It's time for us men to do it for ourselves also. Yeah? I'm here. I'm here to anybody that wants to exchange conversation, to get deeper into these conversations that I talk about. But today, for now, namaste. I leave it here for you. Love you all. Be well. As I always say, health is wealth. Health is wealth. All levels of health. Mental, emotional, physical, psychological. It's all wealthy to be healthy. Love. Have a great day, great week. Blessings.